Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're taking a look at this awesome instrument cluster display from Teslasy. This is the version 2 of a really popular instrument cluster display we had in the channel. It was that 9.6-inch display with a really nice graphics, but it was missing features such as front camera. It did not have any of the blind spot detection system, and most importantly, it had that ugly wire just passing through the front. We like the UI, we just didn't like how it was installed and implemented, and it was missing some features. And what Teslasy did is updated that display with a brand new display that has all of the missing features, and they figure out how to hide the cable. They are giving you 5 different UI options, matches Tesla. It has got continuous blind spot detection system, regular blind spot monitoring, it has got front camera, and just an awesome looking display. And you get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and all the other stuff that were present on the other instrument cluster display. Back here, as well as the front here, looks really cool. So this is the boot up logo here, super simple, no company logo, anything. It just takes a second for this to boot up and you get that display. So my camera is not going to be able to do a full justice of how good this display looks in real life. They're using Tesla fonts, they're using Tesla rendering. All of this information that you see, they're using really nice fonts that are modern, futuristic looking, and it matches with what we see in Tesla. So kudos to the company for figuring this out, where it is not a cheap looking font or, they did this just in a hurry. They took their time and they made this look really, really good here as well. So that is your UI number 2. Not much changes from 1, except they added those 2 dials on the side. Now here is UI number 3. This is where they changed the UI completely, where you do have that drive and everything on the left, and you can scroll through this to go to different menu icon, but in the middle now you have got a dial. And what this does, it shows you the speed. So if the speed is here on the energy side, as well as the regenerative braking side. So in very big font it will show you, and then the speed is in the very middle, and it shows you range. They optimize this really well, and that's what you want to see while driving, is the speed, the energy part, and then the range right there. So they did a really good job. I'll show you how this looks like in motion, but that is UI number 3 for you. They combine the 1 and 2 into UI number 3. And if you were to in park, and if you open the door, that actually changes, where they do a little rendering and it show you that just the line of the door opening there. So that's what you get with UI number 3. Now going into UI number 4, this is what you get. You actually get a combination of 2 and 3, where you get those dials, you get now temperature as well as the time, and you get the range, but you get a little needle that shows your speed there. So that's what the UI number 4 is doing, is kind of combining 2 and 3. Again, all that information directly in your view, and you're still able to scroll through this to go through the menu icon. So that is UI number 4 for you. And now finally we have UI number 5, and this is the most minimalist UI. Like, you don't see anything else here, just the speed here in the middle. You see all of that information in the bottom, very organized, and in the autopilot icon will pop up here. I'll show you what that looks like while driving. The blind spot warning will pop up on the side. I'll show you what that looks like, but very minimalist UI. And if I was to open the door, it does kind of pop up here, which is amazing. Like, they don't even have borders on this UI. It actually just happens on the side, which is awesome, right? That just makes it more of a dynamic, it makes it more of an OEM, where they didn't even designate this area with a circle or anything. This is a super minimalist UI, and that is what you get. So those are all the UIs. Those are 5 UIs that we just went through. This is the one that we started with. Let's go through some of the settings, and then I'll show you some of the OTA stuff, and then we'll go out on the right and then test all of these features.